Hello and welcome to this drawing tutorial where I want to draw an axe. And this axe is very positive indeed because it has little branches growing from the actual axe handle, and the axe is planted into a big log. And I found this image on Pinterest, and because there is a lot of structure going on, I wanted to use this image to do a charcoal study out of it. And what we see happening is the form of the cylinder, which is the actual log in which the metal of the axe is planted into that log. So I carefully watch for the shape of the metal, and as you can see, it also has a sharp axe, so you can chop wood very easily. And it also has a boulder inside to keep the handle of the axe in place. So that's nice, and there's a lot of wood going on, but the actual log, the wood of the log is more rugged, while the steel, the handle of the axe is somewhat more grained, but also it has those little branches growing out of it. So for me, it gives me that positive feel of spring, of new beginnings. And even though the axe itself is a harsh, working tool, the little branches make it feel soft and very positive indeed. So the branches have a different kind of structure, as you can see, and there are also leaves coming out of those little branches, and you can even draw in a little bit of blossom if you want. It's not on the image itself, but I want to draw in some apple blossoms or cherry blossoms or something. So I'm just doing my own thing with this drawing, of course. But this is an actual perfect charcoal study to create different kinds of structure. Now, should you want to see the whole process in real time, then you can find me on my Patreon page. And for very little money, you can watch hundreds of tutorials in real time where I give away all kinds of tips and tricks for drawing. Okay, let's continue. This is the end of the handle of the axe, which is kind of broken off or something. So I'll just keep that open in my drawing. And of course, this handle has a wood structure. So you can see some vertical lines and some horizontal lines following the actual direction of the handle. But there's also some lines that are going in different kinds of directions. And the actual little branches that grow out of the handle are a little bit more rugged. And this is where the wood enters the metal. So that is the place where I draw the wood in a little bit darker. And the actual steel from the axe itself is darker than the handle of this axe. And steel, of course, has a different structure than wood. So I carefully watch how the original artist drew in the steel. And the steel has, well, some kind of shapes. So partially there are some important shadows that I need to take care of and pay extra attention to, which is on the top of the axe itself and the left side. So that is where I draw the most dark area. But the sharp of the axe itself is a little bit lighter. So it tends to bend around the corner and then getting into that sharp edge there. I apply different kinds of layer, several layers over each other. And the log itself, where the axe is jammed into, this one has a different structure. And you can see some of the dents that are in that log. But you can also see those cracks inside the log. And for this log, I'm applying vertical lines to extra emphasis on the actual structure of that log. And I also see the cracks, and in between those cracks there are dark shadows, of course. So in that way I can simply create well, a convincing piece of wood that can be used to chop little woods for the fireplace or something. So well, I love drawing structures, and the charcoal pencil, same as the graphite pencil, are actually exquisite materials to do these kinds of studies. I'm drawing in extra shadows in the cracks in the wood. So this gives me a nice feel of, well, a realistic feel of a big log which is sitting on the ground where you can work from. The handle of this axe is more smooth, much smoother than the actual log. And for the branches, I play a little with lights and shadows. And the light in this case is coming from the right side. So I will also need to darken up the big log in the bottom. And this is my blender stick. The blender stick can be used to push in the pigments of the charcoal or graphite if you're working with graphite. And in this way I can use that, for instance, very well for the metal surface, which is more smooth, and it's blacksmithed, it's hard metal. So the blender stick is ideal for rubbing in the pigments here and there. Here you can see the edge. Also, what I was telling, the left side of this log should be very dark because the light is coming from the right side. And you can see some chops that have been chopped off by maybe just missing now and then when you are chopping wood. Now and then you just scrape the log or something. And what I also use is the pencil eraser. If you have areas and you think, well, I went too dark here, then you can simply use the pencil eraser to brighten up some parts if necessary. So in that way, using the blender stick, using the charcoal back again, and using the smooth newsprint paper. I'm drawing on a smooth newsprint paper, which is actually just magnificent material. It's very cheap and it's very ideal for making studies like these. Just gently follow my drawing with the little blender stick and brighten up areas with the little pencil eraser. Now here's a dark area that I need to follow up on. There's a shadow there, here underneath. And I carefully go around that little nail that keeps the handle in place. So this is my study, and I loved drawing this. And well, should you want to see the whole process, just check my Patreon page. You are very welcome to join me there. And thank you for watching. See you again soon.